And a warm welcome to all of our new neighbors.
That's right. Charlotte's the place to be.
Yeah,
I'm telling you what.
I remember when I first came here 6 years ago, the Uber driver said 60 people are moving here today, and I thought that was a lot. Now 120?
Yeah.
120 doubled.
And the weather is probably a good cause as well,
Yes.
especially if you live off to the north and you've dealt with your last nor'easter or lake effect snow. Now, we're not talking about anything close to that. It's September, but it feels actually more like October a little bit later on as far as our lows go. We'll get to that. Rainfall chances will return by late Friday. It's a little bit more overcast in some areas compared to what we had yesterday. So less blue sky, but still a decent day, and more comfortable temperatures are going to be with us. So highs today, 78. That's great. That's fantastic. Honestly, that's usually what we have at the end of the month. 75 in Hickory, 67 in Boone, and the cloud cover is a good portion of that. I'm not saying it's going to be an overcast day, but you will have more chunks of clouds than we have otherwise seen over the last couple of days. Temperatures come up to the lower 80s, but that's it. 82 is the spike over the next 6 days, and 86 is where we should be. So instead of the mid 80s, we have the lower 80s. That's a big difference for this time of year, and there will be a front that moves through that'll kick temperatures down a little bit. It really affects our lows. So here's what's going on. We've got a stationary front, a quasi-stationary front, kind of moving around down towards the south. We also have a trough that's firing up showers and storms right off the Carolina coast. But you have two systems that are either side of us. This one right here, and then that other trough off towards the west. They kind of converge over us. So that's one, why we are dealing with more cloud cover. And two, eventually, once we get a little bit closer, will be our one rain spike that we have over the next 7 days. We get a little bit more of a favorable, more humid, more of those pop-up shower and thunderstorm potential once you get past day 8, 9, and 10 of our extended forecast. But in the near term, it looks like Friday night's going to be the time. So here's what it looks like on our futurecast. Tomorrow, I think it starts off cloudy. We'll have a break in the clouds before those clouds return heading into your Friday morning. I think it's the opposite Friday. Friday, we see a little bit more sunshine for those clouds increase, and I think it will turn overcast at one point during your Friday. Heading into the evening, I think this is a very light rain, so barely a trace, maybe a few 1/100ths of an inch that you see to close out the afternoon and begin the evening. Most of this rain is going to affect you in South Carolina. The further north you go in North Carolina, you're not going to see as much because that's where the energy is. So Charlotte, I think you could see a little bit of rain, but I think it could be double to triple the rain in Rock Hill compared to what you see, say, around Huntersville. So big difference from north to south. Keep that in mind. So our weekend forecast, more rain to the south, but still rain showers will start off your Saturday. Clouds eventually breaking. Sunday looks to be the dry day. So if you have any outdoor plans, Sunday is the day. Should be feeling a little bit better as well because dew points will come up a little bit. Just barely humid, especially Friday heading into Saturday before we start to get back in that comfortable zone again. All right. Dew points, when they fall, it's a good measure of how low our temperature is going to go. This is behind a front. That's going to drive temperatures actually back into the lower 50s. Yeah, it's been quite some time, a couple of seasons since we've been at this temperature range before we're back to where we should be in the 60s. So just anticipate a long range cool down. We're not complaining about it. If it was a few months from now, maybe you would be, but yeah, this is really comfortable weather. It looks like it's not just this week, but over the next 8 to 14 days. Let's talk about the tropics. Nothing is for sure happening right now, but I think it's really over the next 5 to 7 days that we're officially starting the peak of hurricane season. September 10th is the technical peak. We're watching 3 different waves across the area, so keep an eye out for that. That will affect likely our long-range forecast as those get a little bit closer. Our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, the temperatures aren't differentiating that much. 78 to 82, that's where we're lying. That's great. Either side of 80 degrees, sensational. The only rain chance I have over the next 7, again, is late Friday heading into Saturday morning. Not an all-day event. I think we're actually dry by the afternoon, and then really comfortable conditions heading into next week. So if you like that fall, y'all, it's here.
Chris, thanks.